I lived over Kikini Key West for, back in the 80s. Right on the water. Really,
Beautiful spot.
How long did it take for the filming of Superman?
We worked a total 2 and 2, probably 4 years altogether.
Oh, wow.
First one was a little over a year. And the second one, we were only supposed to work X amount of time, but because Dick Lester was the director, he had to reshoot. He was supposed to reshoot 50, but he reshot about 80% of the film.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we were there a lot longer than we thought we would be there. But would have been better if Donner would have finished.
Oh, yeah. All right, you got one?
Yeah. How was your work with Christopher Reeve?
Christopher was a very talented actor. You know, he was a bit immature when he did Superman because it was actually the first film he did.
Okay.
But he was, he had. I mean, they'll never find another Christopher Reeve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He just fit Clark Kent and Superman so well. It was worked out well.
Oh.
I mean, when he first hired him, he was like only 170 pounds. So they had to build him into it. And he didn't want to wear any prosthesis or anything. They
Okay.
had a great bodybuilder to work with. A guy that did Darth Vader.
Yeah. So So what do you think about for the new Superman that come out like last year for the Man of Steel?
I didn't like it because I think it's too dark. I
Yeah.
don't like the way they're going. They changed. I mean, you have to understand, Superman was the first American superhero.
True.
And,
Yeah.
standing for the American way and all that. And I think changing the costume was foolish. I think that taking things out like the American way and stuff was foolish.
And when they kill
And they killed a lot of people. And
Superman died too.
Yeah,
when
he
they kill
wouldn't
him.
have done that in our film.
I know it's ridiculous.
We never stood by and watched it either.
I know.
We didn't like the way that. Kevin Costner's a hell of an actor. But, when he tells his son to stand by and watch people die so you don't expose yourself, that would have never happened.
Oh no.
A lot of things about it that were too dark
That's
from
true.
my life.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It was good, but it's not.
They went away from what we did. They haven't touched. I mean, not because we did it, but just that the two films came out so well.
Yeah.
Superman 1 and 2, and they've never touched them since. I mean, as far as doing something better, I don't think.
How about Superman the Return?
Again, they used too much CGI.
Yeah.
And they had. It's very difficult to. Kevin Spacey's a good actor, but Gene Hackman's Gene Hackman.
It's true.
And trying to recast Lex Luthor, I thought was kind of dumb.
Yeah, true.
And then he didn't have a lot in the film. He was very limited as Kevin in the film. So
Okay.
it was like a waste of a good actor. Same as Frank Langella playing Perry White, and he did very little. Didn't have enough. He's too good of an actor just to have him standing around like window dressing.
True.
So I think the script was poor.
Yeah, but you do.
Next question. Somebody's got one or something.
What was it like filming Dragnet?
Dragnet was a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of fun. Hanks and Aykroyd's a trip. Aykroyd's great to work with. He got Joe Friday down so well. He was walking around with a thing in his ear all the time just to get the voice and the atmosphere.
In character.
And Danny's such a talented guy. We had a lot of fun with Dragnet. It's a good show. It's one of those movies that every time you see it, you'll hear something you didn't hear before. There's so many great one-liners in it.
Where you see
that
something
you'll
you
never
didn't notice.
Huh?
Where you see something you didn't notice.
Yeah, you just don't digest it all at one time. It's just, it worked out. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. I enjoyed that film.
Was that your favorite one?
Farewell, My Lovely was. It was the first film I did with Robert Mitchum. And he and I became very, very good friends. And it was just and it was a very good movie. It was a good film to work on. We had 4 Oscar winners Dean Televaris, the set designer, just won the Oscar for The Godfather, and the cinematographer won the Oscar for Chinatown, and the Westmoors were Oscar winners, and makeup people. And, it had a great crew, and it was Jerry Bruckheimer's second movie, you know, and so we had a lot of good people, a lot of fun. In fact, working with Mitchell was just a treat. It was gas. And it's a classic film today. If you've never seen Farewell My Love, you should pick it up and look at it. It's really a good film.
What was your favorite scene in Superman?
Pardon?
What was your favorite scene in Superman?
Oh my heavens, there's so many. And, that's a tough question.
My favorite's ripping the light off the police car.
Sorry?
Ripping the light off the police car, that was one of my favorite parts.
You know, when I went to do that, when I met Donner, I was doing a picture in March or Die with Gene Hackman, and we went to London together to sit down with Donner, and I really wanted to do a character that didn't talk. I wanted to do a character with facial and body expressions. And the Superman movie, somebody had to relate to the children. You know, Zod was such an awesome, fierce, ripping up people guy, and Sarah was such a man-hater, and, you know, so I said, you know, having this brutish guy and be able to, like, try to get my eyes to work, and it's like a child learning how to walk and talk. And it worked very well. And I wanted to do it because Jackie Gleason had done a movie called Gigot, and he won an Oscar for playing a deaf, dumb mute. And I said, wow, would I love to get an opportunity to do that. So when they asked me about what I think about that, I said, I want to do it that way. That's the way I want to do it. And we had a lot of fun. When you work with people that long, it becomes like a family.
Good bond.
Mm.
What was it like working with Tom Hanks?
Tom was a good guy. I mean, that was like young in his career, you know, and he was, Tom's a good actor. A little bland at times, but he was amped up. Aykroyd had him juiced. So it worked out, you know. And he enjoyed the, you know, we all did. We enjoyed doing the film. It was just taking, and having Harry Morgan in it was a trip. And it was funny enough, the stuff we were doing, and poor Harry had Alzheimer's really bad. We'd lose him at times, and he'd wander off. Couldn't find him. God bless him.
It was an adventure for you.
Yeah, we had a good film. Great film. The people, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. A lot of fun.
That's Superman, of course.
I was very lucky in my career. I've done some pretty neat films. King Kong was a good film. King Kong was, we had a great script and a great cast. We just had a weak director, unfortunately. If we'd had a better director, it would have been an unbelievable picture. So the cast was superb. And the script was very good. And De Laurentiis spent the money, so he just put a guy, he had the wrong director.
It happens.
Do you have another question?
Yeah. How was it flying in that that wire when you flying?
We had, if I told you how many harnesses they went through,
Lots.
trying to find the proper harness that didn't cut people or pinch. And we finally, I told them, I said, you know, when we did King Kong and we were falling off the log, they had a guy at MGM that made harnesses, and you should call him on the phone. And they said, really? I said, yeah, you're spending all this money with all these clowns and these different get-ups and stuff, and none of them are working. I said, call the guy, he's one of the best there is. And he came up with a really good harness that worked very well. And flying shots were a lot of fun. We did, you know, like they do so much CGI today, we did a lot of the flying shots. You know, like we had a sound stage, H stage, and we had it all rigged in the ceiling where we rode down the ceilings and stuff. It was kind of cool. It was good. And we had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
How many hours of the day would you be stuck on the harness?
Some days you could be stuck for like 16, 18 hours, depending on what you're shooting.
Oh my
But
God.
We broke, excuse me, we broke a lot of technology rules with Superman. And it was a long, tedious deal, but they shot Vista. They did what they called Vista Vision on Vista Vision. They called it Zoptic Vision. And we had a big 70-foot screen, and the pole arms came out through the screen and had a body mold on the end of it. And we laid in the body mold. We were like 70 feet up off the ground. And they shot us in the movie. So when you see us flying around, and a lot of the shots going around the buildings and all, it's because they shot us right into the film. It really came out really well, but it was a very slow, tedious day. You know, you'd be working 20-hour days, just capturing things, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it. I mean, the fight scenes over Metropolis were great. Just, they were dynamic. And like I said, you know, you watch all the films every day. We broke a lot of territory with technology, and no one's touched it yet. That's what we did. People watch us going under bridges and stuff and say, "Wow, where's the wires?" Well, we didn't have any. You know,
You're old school.
it was cool, man. It was really cool.
What was your favorite location for it?
We shot the film March or Die down in Morocco. And it was kind of, we were in the desert. There was a man down there that was one of the wealthiest guys down there. He actually owned the desert that we were shooting. That was kind of, yeah, it was kind of cool. That was kind of a neat film. And we shot Superman, most of it at Pinewood Studios in London, which was a great studio. Dragnet we did here in LA, Farewell My Love we did here in LA. Formal Bullet we did down in New Orleans. A lot of it.
Love New Orleans.
Good place to work. Still hot though. Not as bad as here, but almost. They don't have as many bugs as you guys have.
All kinds of bugs here. There's no
Flying-
Cafe du Monde.
Those flying palmea bugs, man, they're the buggers. They attack you. I used to go out running in the morning with a tennis racket. When I lived in St. Petersburg,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
And mosquitoes will carry you away.
They're palmea bugs. Then they have them stink bugs. We got some strange creatures in this.
First moved down here, seen the first one like this big. What the hell is that?
Flying cockroaches, man.
Yeah.
Scary. It's right out of a horror movie.
I tell you, I couldn't believe it. When I first moved down.
Creep show.
I lived in St. Petersburg around 1980. I was there for a year doing some stuff with friends of mine in Tampa. And I said, wow, how do you guys handle this? I remember walking the first time I walked out of my condominium and right off the bushes, man. I thought it was, I said, wow, because we have cockroaches on the East Coast with wings on them. That was the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any current film project, anything in the project going right now? Any kind of film
coming
projects?
out this year called, they're trying to get it out in December, a little ambitious, called Abduct, which is not a bad little film. We got a picture we're getting ready to do called Liberty, and I've written a book, which is pretty good. It's one of a trilogy that I'm writing, and we're getting ready to do that. And we're doing that and a series of that at the same time. It's more of a biographical thing, where I was raised and stuff. And the story that's about 100 feet above The Godfather. It's pretty cool. It tells the truth about Meyer Lansky and Frank Costello and Charlie Luciano. And my father was a pretty infamous guy, Albert Anastasio, in New York. gang that couldn't shoot stick, but they shot pretty straight.
Very interesting. We got time for one more question. Make it a good one. One more good question.
You guys gotta come up with something.
Come on. Time for one more question. Something really, really exciting.
I see you back there pondering.
You got one?
Yeah. They don't do any joke, practical joke or something on the set? Like jokes, you know, like any pranks,
Any practical jokes on the set?
you know, on the set.
You doing Superman?
You know, on the Superman set with Christopher Reeves or something like that. Do something.
Used to pick on poor Valerie Perrine.
Oh my.
Valerie Perrine was
Go ahead, we can fly right there. Let me see. You can fly.
unbelievable. Yeah, we did, it was, you know, Margot Kidder was another one we used to pick on.
Uh-oh.
She couldn't even, every time she got up in the morning, if she didn't have coffee, her eyeballs were swimming the other way. We used to put Tabasco sauce in her
Wow.
coffee and stuff. Wake her up.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Funny.
Oh, no, this is give me a lift, but what is it? Crackers.
All right, put your hands together.
Enjoy the show.
You too.
Thank you for coming.
At 3 o'clock, we'll have the wrestling superstars in here.
All right.
Yeah, be careful walking down, sir. Oh, the wrestlers will be in here. Right. Just be careful walking down, sir. You need some help?
Easy now.
All right.
Don't hit yourself.